Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Let's go.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
Take a loss here, yeah, we legendary. Gotta tell 'em, yeah, we top, live with it. Yeah, we going up, ain't no stopping it. Cry good, ride with it. Yeah, we going up, ain't no stopping it. All I got is tunnel vision. All I got is
Music licensing reimagined.
all I got is.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome in from the Channel 9 studio. This is Sports Chat with Mr. 33. I am he, Mr. 33. And as always on a Friday night, we go straight to SmackDown. We're going to review what happened tonight. So the first thing we got into tonight was Cody Rhodes coming off of his victory last week against Drew McIntyre. He comes down to the ring. He asks people what he want to talk about. He started talking about Drew McIntyre. He tells Drew McIntyre, like, yo, man, I'm done with you. Like, we done everything already. I'm paraphrasing, of course. Like, yo, I'm ready to move on with what's next. I'm going to go on out here, sit down with the crowd, and see who's going to be a worthy opponent. Then Aleister Black comes out. He reminds Cody, like, Cody, we got some history and all that, so we can go ahead and do what we need to do. And then, he tried to attack Cody. So Cody approached him. Zelina Vega gets in the way. And then, she says a couple things to Cody and then smacks him. So they like, ooh. So everybody like, all right, bet. So Nick Aldis come out like, all right, since y'all want to go around smacking people, we're going to make this a match tonight. So that's how that segment ends. As Cody Rhodes would be fighting Aleister Black later on the night on the show. Then after that, we see Dragunov get ready to make his way to the ring. He runs into Tama Tonga. They have a little face off, and then he runs out there and issues his open challenge, which leads to a match with Johnny Gargano, even though his partner came out first, but they came out anyway. Okay, cool. So Ciampa went out, and then Gargano issues the match. They get into the ring. They had a little tick for tack. Gargano, trying to take advantage of the numbers game. But Dragunov suplexed him in the beginning, suplexed him to death. Gargano got a little rush. Then we see once Dragunov gets out of a 2 count, he starts to gain the momentum. Hits him with his finisher. gets a 3 count. So Dragunov retains the title against Gargano. But in that match, we see that it seemed like Gargano's partner was really upset that he took the match. Like, so we're gonna keep our eye on that as there may be a situation going on, maybe some jealousy or whatever the case may be. My 33 brother, what up though? What up though, man? So you're gonna keep an eye on that, see if that goes any further. Uh, but it was a decent win for Dragunov, who retains his belt. Then we had the new women's champion come out and pretty much tell everybody, well, I'm going. Well, this was a quick one. So she's like, listen, y'all saw what I did to Tiffany, and I'm here to let everybody know in that locker room, I'm that bitch. That was verbatim. Dropped the mic, stepped off. As she stepped off, she's celebrating a championship by herself. Charlotte music hits, and she's on her way down to the ring. They ice each other, and Jay like, I'm the champ, and Charlotte like, I'm a champ too. And little Miss Bliss, she trying to keep her focus. Jay said something real slick, turned around. Charlotte turned back around, went up there like she's gonna do something, but Miss Bliss said, "Yo, you got a match," and she did have a match. She had a match against Nia Jax, and this was a pretty good match, as it always is between Charlotte and Nia. Uh, so we start off with headlocks and things like that. Nia takes the lead, and then Charlotte gets her momentum, starts try to chop Nia down to death. Um, then as Charlotte, after she do all the chops, then something strange happens. We see somebody yoke up Miss Bliss in a in a little chokehold. Yeah, it's a chokehold, fake sleeper hold move. Um, and we see it's Lash Legend. Now, if anybody saw the Naked Gun, the first one a long time ago, right? Maybe too old for some of you guys. Anyway, you see how the guy was shaking the girl. That's how Lash was shaking little Miss Bliss. She shook her she shaking her to death. So Charlotte, tried to get out there. Well, she was on the turnbuckle trying to get out there, and Nia took advantage of that, hit her with the Annihilator, got the 3 count. So Nia, she defeats Charlotte. Uh, and then we go on a little later in the show, find out, that's Charlotte and Nia and Lash Legend up. They mended their little situation from NXT, meaning they're gonna be tag team partners. They may be gunning for Charlotte and Miss Bliss. That's also something we need to figure. We'll keep an eye on this that too. Ileana, how you doing? Um, the next match was Julia versus Chelsea Green. Uh, we see Julia. She comes out. She has a little advantage. Uh, then Chelsea Green starts to take advantage of a situation, a momentum push. Then we see Kiana James. She interferes in the match, try to get Chelsea jammed up. Alba Fry catches her uh, and does something to her. Julia is paying attention to what's going on outside. We get a roll up. We get a 1 or 2, and we got Chelsea Green foot on the ropes to 3. So she gets the pin, and now Chelsea Green has regained the United States Championship with the defeat of Julia, and now with her tag team belt with what's his name, Ethan Page. Now she's double dutying it like Dirty Dom. But congratulations to Chelsea Green on her victory. I'm not gonna say it was impressive. She got away with it. Now she's a double champion in both AAA and the WWE. That's a blessing. Then we got Ray Phoenix versus Tyler Tonga. Me personally, I don't know why they did this match, but they did it anyhow. Before the match starts, we see Shinsuke Nakamura and DIY come out and jump the other MFTs. Ray Phoenix, he tried to get Tyler Tonga, by jumping on him outside, gets him back in the ring. Uh, it turned really quick. Uh, he started to catch Ray Phoenix all over the place, and then he just power bombed him. Got a 3 count. Tonga wins the match, and then they start to beat on little Ray Phoenix, and Sami Zayn comes out there with the chair. So uh, then we got a moment in the back as Charlotte and Miss Bliss, they trying to get themselves together. A nurse hands them an ice bag, and then after they hand them the ice bag, we see it's Oscar. She blows the mist in their face, and then her and Kyrie saying they laughing at him, and then dipped off. So that was a little funny segment. And then we got the final match: Cody Rhodes versus Aleister Black. Uh, they started the match going back and forth. Uh, then as the match goes on, we see Drew McIntyre comes out of nowhere and hits the referee with a claymore. Cody try to fight him. Then Cody and Aleister Black, they jump on Cody. Damian Priest comes down, interfere. Uh, so all four of them fighting. Uh, the match ends as a no contest. But as Drew going to the back, we find out that Nick Aldis suspends Drew McIntyre. So that's how the show ended. Uh, but in the show, now I could talk about the match that was drawn up in the John Cena last match situation. We know that in this match is going to be one match is going to be the Miz and Jey Uso. Oh, I forgot the second match. The second match was somebody, and the next, who was it? LA Knight. It was LA Knight, and then he took out to read the name, didn't read the name. He said he's gonna keep it to himself. So that will be next Friday SmackDown episode. So those two matches, plus the I think we're gonna have another tag match. So those are something to look forward to on the SmackDown event next Friday. And like I said, congratulations to Chelsea Green. She won her belt. She won the belt, and now we're gonna figure things out. We're gonna see what happens next week. What do y'all want to talk about? Let's go to some NBA scores as we finish up SmackDown real quick. Let's go to some NBA scores real quick. Y'all bear with me. I wasn't prepared to do this actually, but we're gonna go to some NBA scores as this is the second week of the Emirates Cup, and we can go ahead and see some East Coast finals as there's some games in the on the other side that's still going on. It was 11 games tonight. We'll start in Orlando as the Boston Celtics face the Orlando Magic, and the Magic defeats the Celtics 123-110. In Washington, the Cleveland Cavaliers face the Washington Wizards. Well, Maryland. No, Capital One is in Washington, right? The Cavaliers 148, the Wizards 114. In Atlanta, The Toronto Raptors faced the Atlanta Hawks without Trae Young. The Raptors 109, the Hawks 97. In Brooklyn, we had the Detroit Pistons versus the Brooklyn Nets. Detroit wins the game 125-107 over Brooklyn. The game of the early games, I say, was the Rockets visiting San Antonio with the Spurs, facing Spurs. The Spurs do get the victory 121-110. Let me look at this stats because this is about the unicorn who is Victor Wembanyama and Kevin Durant on the Rockets. Victor Wembanyama had what do you got? He was 8 of 16 shooting. Where's the score? Oh, 8 of 16 shooting for 22 points. Leading scorer for the team tonight was Harrison Barnes with 24. For the Rockets. Kevin Durant was 8 of 18 for 24 points. He only had 1 rebound, 2 assists. They was led by Alperen Sengun, who was 10 of 22 for 25 points. They have very low rebounds for the Rockets. Sengun led the team with rebounds with 9. Okay. And Wemby let me see Wemby's total stats. Wemby had 8 rebounds, 2 blocks, but he's staying in foul trouble a little bit too much for me. So that's something I wasn't expecting from him. But they do get the win, 121-110. In Memphis, the Dallas Mavericks plays the Memphis Grizzlies, and the Memphis Grizzlies win the game, 118-104. And Milwaukee, the Chicago Bulls face the Milwaukee Bucks. The Bucks win 126-110, giving Chicago their second loss of the season, who started off very, very well. In Miami, the Charlotte Hornets face the Miami Heat, and the Miami Heat wins the game 126-108. In Minnesota, Utah Jazz plays the Minnesota Timberwolves, and it was all Minnesota as they win 137-97. That's a lot of points given up. And the games that are currently going right now, getting ready to finish in the third quarter, 30 seconds left. It's the Warriors are facing the Nuggets, and it's all Nuggets in Denver. The score is 76-95, 95-76, with 30 seconds to go in the third. And in Sacramento, just under 2 minutes to go, the Oklahoma City Thunder is playing the Sacramento Kings, and it's the Thunder 96 and the Sacramento Kings 80. So those are your scores in the second week of the tournament of the Emirates Cup. So now we're going to focus on the NFL real quick. And the NFL will be starting early this week. My apologies. Let me first say this to the chat. My apologies for not keeping you updated in that game last night, as the Denver Broncos did defeat the Oakland Raiders 10-7. I actually fell asleep on that game. I tried to stay up and watch that game. That game was so different. You don't expect an 8-2 team to keep playing down to their competition, and that's what was happening. Like I said, the Broncos do go to 8-2. They actually, technically now they are the leaders of the conference with their 8th win, but we still have games to go. and I don't know what else to say about the Raiders. I know somebody came in earlier was like, they shouldn't be playing, but Mike check. But they just horrible. I'm sorry, y'all. I couldn't watch that game last night. Mike check 1 2. What up though?
What up, dude?
What's going on?
You
You alright?
good?
Yeah, I hear you. You alright? You don't sound like
Yeah, man. Just a little under the weather, man.
mm,
Just a little under the weather. I don't. Okay, trying to uh,
yeah.
yeah, my bad, bro.
Nah, you good. All I'm getting ready to do is go over these games for the week 10. Uh where's week 10 at? Here we go. Week 10 starts off at 9:30 in the morning, Eastern Standard Time. Uh the Falcons are playing. Who the hell they playing? They playing the Colts. The new Vamp Colts. I got so much to say after this, after I do all these games.
Well,
It's so
while you
sickening.
doing that, while you naming them, I'm gonna just pick them.
Got you. Give me 1 second. Okay. I gotta get the pen and paper ready so that way I can get all of this down.
Mm-hmm.
Pen paper, you ready, digger? So we got the first game is gonna be, like I said, the Falcons and the Colts. They'll be overseas. That'll be the 9:30 game. Uh
I'm going Colts. I'm going Colts.
Yeah, the Colts, stole one of my players. It's all right, but I ain't tripping.
They gonna oh they took
They,
Floss.
they got sauce. Like I said, I'm gonna have that conversation a little later because they pissing
Yeah,
me
I
off.
ain't know. I'm like, bro, out of all teams, bro, why you ain't send to the Lions, bro?
Oh man, I got so much to say about that. That don't even make no sense.
He must have been a problem in the locker room, bro.
Nah,
You
I
got
don't even think that's it. I don't think that's it. I just think these guys with they egos, man. Like you don't give up top, man. They just signed up 4 years, $120 million.
that. That's what I'm saying, bro. It got to be some type of issue, bro. For you to give up young talent like that usually is an issue, bro. Because I mean, look at Miles Garrett, bro. He ain't going nowhere.
But that's the Browns. The
Make
Browns do weird things though. This was crazy, right? Because they traded a Pro Bowl player, and then they traded another Pro Bowl player. They traded Quentin Williams to the Cowboys. Like, what are y'all doing? Now, my thing is this, right? You telling me Aaron Glenn is a defensive coach, right? So how do you trade your top two players on the defensive side of the ball? How do you do that?
that. I'm telling you, bro. It has to be an issue in the locker room, bro, for something like that to happen. You
Now,
ain't just about to let Sauce go, man. Bro.
all the report was this, right? With Quentin Williams. Quentin Williams, Quentin Williams tried to give money back. They told him, "Nah, we straight." In the locker room, nothing.
Mm.
He's a perennial Pro Bowler. He's the second in the AFC. He's the second best defensive tackle behind Chris Jones because those two going to the Pro Bowl every year. Okay, so you got a premier defensive tackle, you got a premier cornerback. You got both of them on your team, and you got rid of both of them. I get it. They made some first round draft pick choices and all of that, but it doesn't make sense. I'm starting to think they sabotaging Aaron Glenn. I'm really thinking this off top. I'm like, yo, this don't even make sense. If he's a
Bro,
defensive guy, he getting rid of the two best defensive players. What are we doing here? I'm just saying.
Sauce Gardner, I mean, that can be. It ain't no telling what he gonna be like a lockdown corner, bro. You just don't let talent like that slip unless you got probably issues in the locker room. I mean, Aaron Glenn probably bumping heads.
I guess. I don't know. But that's his specialty. He's a cornerback. He's supposed to take care of that. But
That's what I'm saying. It has to be something like it got to be something. crazy happening for them to let Sauce go, bro.
And that was crazy because the next game I was going to pick, I was picking the Jets to win this week. I don't know who to pick this week. They playing the Browns. Jets and Browns at 1 o'clock. That's the next game. That's why this is disgusting. Like, y'all some bull, man. Y'all some straight
Just
bull
because they
shot.
traded, I usually go with Aaron Glenn, but I'm going with Brown. I'm going with Browns, bro.
Now, I don't like, everybody that's here knows I'm a Jets fan. I was really going with them because I'm going with the Jets. I'm only going with the Jets because they do dumb things, and they one of those guys that are they got the number one draft pick because they got one win. They'll fuck around and lose the number one draft pick because they win the game. So I'm picking the Jets just for that reason because they just backwards. I'm going with the Jets. He's going with the Browns. Uh, Saints and Panthers.
You said Saints and Panthers? All right, it's fucked up. Panthers.
I'm going with the Panthers. Uh, Giants and Bears. I don't know who to
Oh
pick with this
man,
one.
I'm going. I'm gonna go Bears, bro.
I'm going with the Bears too because I don't think quarterback is doing enough. Oh my God, the Bills and Dolphins. Oh, I already know who I'm going with that
Bill.
one. We going with the Bills. Bills and yeah, two Bills. Uh, Jaguars, Texans.
CJ Stroud hurt.
Yes, he's out. I think he got concussed. Yeah, he concussed.
I'm going Jazz.
Yeah, I'm going Jags too. I was gonna go Texans. I swear I was, but I just remember he out.
Mhm.
Jags. Ravens versus Vikings. Wow, I don't know.
I'm going Ravens. Lamar back. Yes, he'll be
Lamar
back.
Lamar's back. He is back. Uh, he's going Viking. I don't know. I gotta pick somebody that's gonna be. Well, I gotta look at. No. Oh, I'm gonna go. Yeah, they in Minnesota. I'm going with the Ravens. I'm sorry.
No, no,
I'm
no.
going.
I'm not
I'm
picking
going with the
Madden.
Ravens
Madison gone. Nope.
because they did
Madison.
good. They get good at this against the Lions. Now they're gonna go opposite. Who you pick? You picked the Ravens, right?
Ravens.
Uh, wow. Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the New England Patriots. This
I'm
is a
going
tough one.
Bucks.
Yeah, we know
Going
you
Bucks.
was going with the Bucks.
Yeah, I'm
They,
going Bucks.
they in Tampa Bay. Oh man. Okay, they won 7 in a row. New England. Uh, I'm gonna go with the Pets. They ain't got. This ain't an important game for the. This ain't an important game for the Bucks. Buffalo's on their heels. Uh, Cardinals versus Seahawks.
Seahawks. Kyler Murray, huh?
Kyler Murray's out. They going with
What happened to him?
something happened with his foot. I think they put him on injured reserve.
Jacoby Brissett.
He's been playing some good football, but I just that West is. I think it's too much. I think they trying to see who can get that one seed. They chasing them. They chasing them Eagles. So I'm gonna go with the Hawks as well. Oh wow! Look at the next game: the Rams versus the 49ers. That's what I'm talking
I'm
about.
going
They're in
Rams,
San
man. Puka
Francisco.
been going crazy, bro.
Listen, I don't listen. Matt Jones is playing good football, but the Seahawks just got Rashid Shaheed in a trade that's going to help Jackson and Sigma and Cooper Cup. So I'm going with the Rams even though they're on the road. I know the 49ers beat them before, but I'm going with the Rams. This like I said, this game is who you went with?
Rams. We going Rams.
Okay, you going Rams. Rams. Well, I already know who you going with after this. I ain't even gonna ask you. Lions and Commanders. I already know. You ain't gotta say nothing. I'm going with them too. And this dude ain't playing, which was crazy in the whole sense. 8 o'clock game is gonna be Steelers versus Chargers. I think we're gonna pick different teams with this one.
I'm going to Steelers. I'm gonna go with the Steelers.
I don't know who to go. To be honest, I don't know who. Let me see. Steelers and Chargers. Okay. The Broncos. Did the Broncos? The Broncos just won. I'm going with the Chargers. They need to stay up there. I'm gonna go with the Chargers. I think Kansas City has a bye this week. Uh, and Monday night game was going to be the Eagles versus the Packers.
I'm going Eagles, man. I need the Eagles to win.
Eagles, Packers. Uh, damn. I'm gonna go. All right, let me see. I'm gonna go with the Eagles. Yeah, I
Sound
don't.
like you wanted to go with the Packers, bro.
No, I don't trust Jordan Love. I don't trust him. The shit he did against the Panthers made me mad. I'm just saying. You can't do nothing like that. I think you once you got you can't just be thinking the Panthers are the Panthers. They got a winning record now. They playing 500 football. I get it. That's like the Bears, right? Just because the Bears is are the Bears, there's once in a blue moon they can have a good season. So we can't just keep overlooking people. But I'm gonna go with the Eagles. So our picks is in, everybody. Um if you guys want to pick teams yourselves, all you got to do is leave the teams you want to pick in the community wall, my community wall. Now, a crazy, well, a situation happened in Dallas, y'all. A young man, what's this young man's name? Not Nealon. His name is Nealon. Marshawn Nealon. He he harmed himself. Well, he took himself out to be like so the report was he was being chased by the police. He got away from them. Then he took himself out. That's we I don't know if you guys tune into us. We talk about improving ourselves and stuff like that. But a lot of the improvement, you got to have people around you that's going to be strong enough to see what you're going through. And I don't think this young man had it. He left notes for his girlfriend. He left notes for his family. Like I can't do it. I'm a harm myself. Whatever the case may be. It's hard to speculate if it's I know people gonna jump the gun, say it's CTE. He was on, like I said, he was on the Dallas Cowboys, so he played professional football, and they gonna say CTE. But the fact of the matter is, he wasn't he wasn't doing well enough to ask for help. He didn't have the situation or the strength or whatever you want to say that he needed help, and nobody was around him to help him out of it, or he could have refused it. Whatever the situation is, that's why we tell y'all all the time that sometimes you got to check on these guys around you, right? The strongest people, you got to check on them too, because sometimes they so strong that they don't want nobody to know that they're down and out or they're hurting or whatever the situation is. I don't know if that's this young man's situation, but the fact of the matter is he took himself out. Now, like I said, his girlfriend, his family, they got to grieve him, and he was only 24 years old. We know that in life, we try to get ourselves out of situations, and our struggles of money and things like that. Like I said, I don't know what this young man went through, but all I can say is that we gotta do more. Even if we see it, we gotta say something. We gotta check in with our people. We gotta check in on our family. We gotta check in on our friends, because nobody should be having to go through these type of situations by themselves. And like I said, even if he refused it, the fact that he did what he did was a cry for help in itself. So like I said, it's something that uh we don't we don't want to we don't say that we're not recommending anything like that, but that's why we tell everybody, if you need help, say something, man. Closed mouths don't get fed. If you're struggling with a situation, it doesn't make you weak if you ask for help. It just means that you want better for yourself. So go on ahead and ask for help. This channel, we normally do that. I normally say, if you need somebody to talk to and I'm the last person here, I will be here to talk to you, because it sometimes it's easier to talk to a stranger than it is to family or friends, because you feel like you won't be judged. It's plenty of times on this app that you can reach out to somebody and they could just be an ear for you to just let your tensions off, let your stress out, and just release that tension that's within your heart, mind, and soul. So like I said, condolences to Neelan's girlfriend and family, but those are the times where you have to go ahead and say, you know what, man, I need help, and you gotta stand on it and ask for help. You gotta be strong enough to do it. But I know a lot of people don't do that. But I'm just saying, that's a tough situation. You know what I mean? You're 24 years old. You on top of the world as far as being a professional football player, right? I don't care if he was on the Cowboys. He was a man that was on a football team. He made the highest of heights. He made the National Football League. So there's some pressure in there that you have to figure out. I don't know. Like I said, we don't know the background of the situation. We don't know who did this, and this. The fact of the matter is, he couldn't handle the situation because he harmed himself. He took himself out. So if you guys ever need, somebody to talk to, you know, reach out to somebody. Reach out to somebody you feel comfortable with, that's going to hold you down and allow you to release that tension, and hopefully you get a better result than what just happened to this young man.
Yeah, how did he? Yeah, I thought he died in the car accident.
No, he was chased in the car. The police chased him, but then he got away from him and then murked himself in the car. I think that's what happened. He murked himself in the car.
Yeah, condolences, man. So
And
you don't never know what people going through, bro.
I
People
understand.
smile 1 minute and the next minute they don't know how they so you know. So you don't know what people going through.
No, I get
So
that. I get that.
that's
But
why I try to be understanding and compassionate to everybody, bro. Because you never know, your smile can turn somebody's day around. So you just
yeah.
smiling, being polite to somebody, sometimes it can prevent situations where people don't feel like where they feel alone and there's nobody care. Just you being nice and courteous and it better be able to turn somebody's outlook of life around. So yeah, man, condolences to his family, man. I seen some sick shit online. They was talking about his mom put out a report. His mom been dead already. Like, bro, y'all ignorant. Say anything for clicks and views, bro.
And that's my point, right? When you come out here, you just put people business out in the street like that, and you just be speculating and making all these crazy statements. You don't know how much harm you do to a family. You don't know how much harm you do to an individual that's going through a situation like that. That's why people is afraid to talk now. This is why people don't want to, make themselves vulnerable to another individual, because you got people like this out there weaponizing falseness. Now, what if they got the truth? You think they ain't gonna weaponize what you told them? This is why people don't want to have those conversations. That's why people don't want to reach out. This is why people are going through what they're going through. Where is the compassion with these individuals? Where is the compassion for the person that's going through something? You got to have something. some type of heart, some type of moral, some type of something to understand that somebody may be going through something. They don't need you to add on to their misery. They trying to get away from it and reaching out to you. So if somebody reaches out to you and asks for help, don't weaponize it against them. Use it to get them out of their doldrums. Pick them up instead of keep putting them down. That's just horrible.
But back to SmackDown. Jade Cargill came out like, I'm that bitch.
Listen, man, I'm thinking this is what I'm thinking with SmackDown, right? So we see that Jade, I mean, we see Nia Jackson, Lash Legend, they linking up, right? So now they're gonna link up. I think they're gonna clash with Bliss and Charlotte. I think they're gonna defeat them, and that's with Charlotte and Jade is gonna have a little feud going on for a little bit. I don't think they want Nia to go through that. I think they're gonna satisfy Nia with the tag belt with Lash, which is not bad. It's not a bad person to be around for Lash, to get her swag and on SmackDown if they keep her there. But I think they're gonna lose the belt, and Charlotte and Jade is gonna go at it until Bianca come back, or somebody else like Tiffy come back. I don't know, but they're gonna hold that down till one of those two come back going into the new year. What are your thoughts?
Man, I think the Kabuki Warriors, 'cause they popped up on SmackDown too. So either Nia and Lash or some, like you said, somebody will take the belts from 'em, and that can spark off of Jade and Charlotte. You but man, Charlotte ain't got no meat on her bone. I'm just being real, man. Charlotte ain't got no meat on her bone. So it's like giving a bone to a Rottweiler, bro. Jade Cargill,
I don't think they could mess with this Jade. I'm like it took them a long it took them a long time to get Jade to this level. I guess now that Bianca's gone, she's out there dolo. But even when Bianca was there, she was showing you like, yo, I can't deal with y'all right now. Yo, I'm on some new stuff. And then they kept, she kept losing to Tiffany, kept losing to Tiffany. Like, man, I'm about to air this out, man. I gotta go backwards. I gotta go AEW Jade. And that's what she did. She took out she Brock Lesnar to Tiffany. And now, let's see how long they keep this belt on her. But I think that's where the feud is going for right now because there's nobody else. Because if Jade is, I don't think they're trying to make Jade a heel. Nia is a heel, so I don't think they're gonna clash unless they're gonna make Nia a good girl, and I don't see that happening. So, I,
man, Jade, I'm telling you, Jade could be either one. So it don't matter. I don't think it matters who Jade goes. She could play either role. Like the way they got her now is like she just Jade. It ain't heel. It ain't really heel. She ain't really did nothing heel. She just annihilated her. I mean, I guess when she came out and clotheslined her, that's a
yeah,
heel turn like that. That's
yeah.
the weakest heel turn I've ever seen, bro.
I just think she's like I said. That's not even a heel turn to me. That's
Nah,
that's just like yo. I'm just so sick of you. Like you, I'm mad because you keep beating me. That's not a heel turn. If that's the case, Jay been a heel. He been a heel since you tried to take LA Knight out, CM Punk out. They annihilated Punk. They did you see what they did to Jay? They tried to kill Jay on the Raw. They tried to take him out. Yeah, you wasn't here. Yeah, you ain't come on. You was out. They annihilated Jay on Raw. The Braun Brawns took him out. That was crazy. Then Logan Paul. Do you think Logan Paul is part of the division?
I don't know, bro. He gave him the brass knuckles. I mean, it's like that's his way of submitting to Paul Heyman, bro.
Is that to? But I'm saying, is he joining the division or he just following Paul Heyman? See, this
I
is this
mean,
is.
Paul Heyman is the vision, bro. That's the vision. He the Oracle, man.
Yeah, he Oracle. I get that.
So it's like whoever under Paul Heyman is part of the vision, part of the. But yeah, he the
Yeah,
Oracle, so he is the vision.
because I don't even like I said, I don't know where this is going. I don't. I don't know where we're going with that one because, like I said, okay, they all three of them is gonna beat on CM Punk. So what's he gonna do? He gonna have a he gonna build his own faction, the Nexus 2.0. Like I don't know. I don't see where it's going, but Jay just gonna go sit down for a little bit. They just squashed him like I don't know what he looked like. They putting him down.
Like Jay ass on maternity leave instead of Jimmy now.
Unless Roman coming back for Christmas. I don't know. I don't like I said, I don't know what's going on. But I'm just glad they starting to, but they're not even talking about Survivor Series. Survivor Series at the end of the month. What are they building for this? This is what I'm asking that. What are they building for Survivor Series? Is it gonna be Survivor Series? Is it gonna be War Games? What are we doing? If it's just Survivor Series, we just gonna put 5-on-5 at a time. But y'all not showing who's gonna do what. We only know that the Y6 is gonna fight the MFT. We already know that part already. Good evening,
I
Lisa
don't
J. How
know,
are
bro,
you?
because I ain't seen them interacting. What? They ain't really been interacting with one another. Did they interact tonight?
No. Nope.
See, I mean, I don't know, bro.
But Solo was saying like, yo, MFTs, I mean the Y6 got our belt. We gotta get that back. He said, I need that belt. He told Tamatonga, like, yo, I need that belt back from Dragunov. He got something that belongs to us. Um, but then as Talatonga coming out to fight Lil Ray Phoenix, DIY and Shinsuke Nakamura, they jumped the other three MFTs. So I'm like, okay, this is not making no sense. Why are they jumping them? Are they gonna fight them? Like, what are we building here? And that's what I'm saying. This used to be one of their biggest pay-per-views. Now there's no storyline behind it, so I'm kind of confused. Maybe I've been watching this too long, but normally when you get like 3 weeks from an
They got
event,
no build up to it.
right? There's
No.
no build up to it because even on Raw, there's no build up to it. You're not even talking about the pay per view at all. Nobody's
Yeah,
talking about the pay
because
per view.
all the big name people. I mean, who you gonna throw Cody Rhodes in there with somebody? Like you got KO out, Randy Orton. I don't know where he at. I mean, they can start something with a faction like with Damian Priest, but who else gonna join Cody? And who they gonna fight? They gonna fight Aleister Black and Drew McIntyre.
Supposedly Drew McIntyre got suspended. I don't know how that goes, but this was the ending of the show. They suspension be like a week without
Bro,
pay.
I be wondering, like, bro, they got him looking crazy, bro. The fuck you talking about Claymore and the referee? Then now you beefed out with the referees. You guys are against me. Like, come on now, bro. You a big ass motherfucker. You a Claymore referee. Like, out of all the motherfuckers in the ring, the referee, bro. Like,
Yeah, why you ain't
that's
claim on Cody? What's wrong?
Cody want to whoop your ass, bro. He was one DDT you on the belt. You gonna go after the Lord. That's what I said. They got Drew looking crazy, like he a crybaby, complainer. Like they got him looking crazy, man.
They got him looking super crazy, and that just made like no sense the way he went after that referee. He could kick his head off like a field goal. Like that's
I
just
like when
straight
they,
bonkers.
I like when they teased us with psychopath Drew, bro. That was the Drew McIntyre we need. The one that's a psychopath, just do crazy shit and just stare at you. Don't even talk. Don't even say nothing. Just do something. That's scary. That's a big ass motherfucker. Now you got him doing shit like just come out destroying people, just looking at them and shit and smiling and walk away. That's the Drew we want. This crybaby. It's the referee fault. You too goddamn big for all that shit, bro. Come on now, man.
Yeah, I'm
You
sitting
might as
there.
well have him join Pretty Deadly then, shit.
Yeah, he might well be with Kit Wilson. What's his name? Kit Wilson. That's his name. You might well team him up. Hey, y'all just let them be tag teams for a little while. Hey man, who the tag? Oh, the Y6. I'm about to say who the tag champs on the SmackDown, but I just remember it's Y6. But I don't know, man. They like I said, it's the lack of building these guys up is mind boggling to me. Like I said, it's really mind
Hey
boggling.
man,
Oh, Cody ain't
they
got nobody
dropping
to
the
fight now.
ball big time. They
Yeah,
dropping the ball big time because Imagine if they would have had Olga and Trick over there by now, bro. You could have did something with that with Survivor Games, bro.
Yeah,
New
that's what I'm
blood
saying.
versus old, like new school versus old school shit, bro.
NXT versus, I mean NXT, yeah, NXT versus SmackDown.
I don't know NXT versus
No, I'm
SmackDown.
just saying,
At
Trick,
least have
Over,
like new blood versus old blood.
same
You can
thing.
have bro.
Javon Evans, all these
Like
guys
you
coming
don't even
over.
need everybody from NXT. You got Ray Phoenix, you got what's his name, Carmelo Hayes. You can pull them young bloods up, Dragon off.
Yeah, then they could
Uh,
fight people like the Miz and a few other guys. But that's what I'm saying. You got these opportunities, but y'all not presenting this well enough. Like I said, y'all got world champions that just sitting there looking crazy. Like there's no storyline for okay. Y'all made the first of all, Saturday night main event wasn't a big thing. So now that that's over, y'all supposed to be pushing. Who the hell's Cody gonna fight now? Who's Cody gonna fight? Y'all had him fight Aleister Black. That was a no contest. So who's his main opponent now? It has to be
yeah,
something.
man, that was weird because even after Drew, you could have had him fight a Damien. I thought that's why they brought Damian Priest over there, bro. Like he could have been fighting Priest. He can fight Randy Orton. He got people, but Aleister Black, bro. Come on,
Yeah, that's
bro.
what like this man just
I
threw a
like Aleister
fireball.
Black,
But
but
he threw
that
a
shit don't. He's super sold on that shit, bro. It's like, bro, you jumped before Cody grabbed you, man. When he did the little, like he was in the air before he even touched you, bro. But that's how good Aleister Black is. He made Cody move. I know Cody was like, damn, I hit him that hard. He kicked, he did a devastating kick. Usually people fall over. Aleister Black did a whole flip. Cody looked at him like, damn, you straight, bro? Did that
Damn,
really?
you selling that kick, huh?
Man, Alistair Black, he a dog. He a dog, bro. I like people like that, but
you know, they
I
they
don't think. I'm sorry, bro. I don't think Cody is worth his selling, bro. Yeah, look, I like Cody Rhodes as a character. I don't like him as a wrestler, bro.
I
I
don't
don't
think
like
I
him as a wrestler.
I
As the
don't think he
character,
does enough for
up
the
until the
belt.
point he started wrestling, I love Cody. As soon as the ding ding ding, I'm like, I don't like this dude.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't even like he's one of those dudes you can't describe, right? What is it
Like,
about him? I don't know. What do we love about his
that shit
wrestling
feel
skills?
force fed,
I
bro.
don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know why we love him. I don't. Right? They tease him, talking about he hit the guy with the belt. Y'all trying to tease him to be a heel. Why? He's not built like y'all not gonna let him go there. Y'all got the stadium cheering for him too much. He's not going that route. So now you have
Man,
to
he
find
need to
somebody to
turn
fight.
heel.
Yeah,
He
you got to
need,
do
bro.
something.
He'd be a dog ass heel. And literally be the nightmare. Like the
Yeah, they
American
start
Nightmare.
wearing black
Literally
shit
be a
instead of
nightmare.
white
He need
shit.
to come out with the
Yeah,
crazy face paint,
This-
come out the crowd and shit. He need to have a trench coat on
go
with
on
the
there,
slacks.
go there, and
Like,
Cody cut. I don't even know who's a good guy over there now. Go over there, Cody cut Randy. Do something. Let's start there. Let's see if you could be a heel and see if we can get Randy Orton back to relevancy. Go Cody cut Sami Zayn.
back to
Something I don't know.
relevant. I like Randy better than Cody. Randy need the belt, bro. You can't CM Punk the belt. You might as well give it to Randy, bro. Let Randy get it.
I don't.
Especially now Jacob Tua's out. Let Randy get the belt.
I didn't. But this is what I'm starting to see too. I think one person missing, right? It just destroys a whole show, right?
Yeah,
Like Steph going out, right? They don't even know what like they doing this on the fly. Jacob,
but Punk,
they
I
doing it
think
on the
Punk can
fly.
hold, like with stuff going on, I think Punk can hold it down. Punk can hold it down. I mean, with Jacob go out, bro, they whole storyline fell apart. Like everything fell apart. Like yeah. 'Cause Fatu and Drew, that would have been, that's dope, and that would have gave Cody a break. Actually, Cody would have had a break. Like you could sit back and watch that shit. But they need to put Dad Bod over there. Just go ahead and put Dad Bod over there.
That would
Punk,
be it. That would be it. I think they trying to. Do you think they trying to save him for Cena?
How old is Gunther? Is he old or something, bro? Why are they saving him? Like,
I don't know. Well, he was out there for a while.
nah, I know what they trying to do, bro. They
What they
trying to
trying
get
to
rid
do?
of his dad bod, bro. That's what they doing. I promise you this, because he looked different last time he fought. I'm like, oh, he's starting to trim up the dad bod. Now they like, no, we want to get rid of the dad bod, then you can come back after you get rid of the dad bod. And then that shouldn't be believable. But his ass doing what he doing now, that shit is not believable, bro. But you need to have a full body suit on. Go ahead and put a Santa Claus suit on,
They
better.
got to put a shirt on him. They got to wrestle him like they
Yeah,
used to
man.
wrestle the Rock. That's what Rock did. They made Rock wear a whole shirt until he got himself together. Then he took the shirt off. He come down to the ring with no shirt. Like, oh, he looking straight now. They may be doing that with Gunther, but it's a shakeup that needs to be done. Period. I don't care what they do. Like, you know, first of all, they ransacked SmackDown, put everybody on Raw, then gave me like half of Raw, or like two or three people from Raw that's irrelevant. They made them relevant on SmackDown. They got Damian Priest look like a little midget. Then they got Sami Zayn doing absolutely nothing, losing to a dude that ain't fought in a whole year. Damn, Sammy. You know what I'm saying? So I don't. It has to be a shakeup. They have to do something because they about to
Yeah.
start losing some money. I'm just saying.
So they put LA Knight on Raw because they didn't want him to win the belt.
But then they putting
So
him back
he,
on SmackDown to fight whoever this mystery guy is. That's what I'm saying. Y'all just keep putting people all over the place. How's
well, that's
everybody
because of
just
the time. That's understandable. That's because of the way they're doing the time. So that's understandable. I'm talking about like where his storyline is. They took his storyline because he was next up, basically, and you ain't got no choice but to man. So that's why I was shocked when he was wrong because I'm like, hold on, bro, there's too many people over here who still, they got to get their shot. You had Punk, you had at that time, uh,
yeah, Punk,
Jay,
Jay,
Roman,
LA
Gunther.
Knight.
But now that's what I'm saying. Before they put Knight over there, so after they put Knight over there, I'm like, bro, there's too many people in line. And when they put him in the story with Jay and Punk, I think they was trying to see who could top the crowd the most. And Punk is like, he got that Michael Jackson over, bro. He ain't got to do too much for it. He just come out there and look and wave, and crowd go crazy. He got that MJ over.
Yeah,
Jay Uso got that get hype over. He got that little John over.
LA
Little
Knight better
John, Eastside Boy, yeah, yeah. He got that
little
type of
LA Knight gonna have to do some Stone Cold shit and just start wilding on people. Like I don't care who you is,
talk
just
too much.
just hit him. I don't want to talk to you. Just drop them on their face or something.
Mm.
Because
No,
that's
he
that's holding them back.
his his character talk too much. And he said a bunch of nothing. He just be talking. Half the
They
shit he said don't make sense. And then it's like that's why when he got on the mic with Punk embarrassed his ass. He was just sitting there looking like a sad man. Punk be making people look sad as hell. I was watching you Jay when he's talking to Jay Uso. Jay looked like he wanted to cry. I'm looking like, yeah, I tell you, he be stunning you on the mic, bro.
Did you see what they did to Logan Paul Monday?
Yeah,
Punk and
Logan
Paul
Paul was
Heyman. I'm like,
crazy.
yo, wilding on this man. They
Mm.
call that man a bitch without a what is it? A bitch without a dress or some shit like that. I'm like, wait, what? How you gonna tell a man he's a bitch without a dress? I'd have punched you in your face as soon as you got to the ring. I'm just saying. A bitch without no dress? All right, let me talk to you. Let me holler at you,
Mm.
little Paul Heyman dude. Let me punch you in your face. You talking too much. But the increase has to come from somewhere. And something has to give. Because like I said, we 3 weeks away from Survivor Series, and they're not even talking about. They more concerned about the John Cena final match than the pay per views, and that's on Saturday night's main event. I don't know how that works. I get it. John Cena is John Cena. I'm cool with it, but this is This is hard. This is a tough pill to swallow, so to speak, because y'all not building up no pay per view now. Like that's
That's
literally
that shit is
how.
carrying them through the year. I'm telling you, they'll use that shit to carry them through the year. They're just trying to make it through because they ain't got nothing. They know they ain't got nothing right now. They got the wrong people matched up in stories, bro.
And the stories, and like I said, the stories that they are trying to push, they don't make no sense. Like how? How could it make sense? The girls got a better storyline than the guys. All right, we
Yeah,
see Oscar change. Like Oscar's on she on some fuck you shit. She ready to take everybody out. Yo, we need the belts. We going over there to get the belts. Kyrie, she bullied Kyrie. Come on, we going over there. We gonna go get the belts. They over there like I understand. Like the girls, I don't. Is this one of the? I don't know if this is one of those things to push the girls up again because they ain't got nothing else. I don't know. This is what I'm saying. I'm confused behind the whole thing. Like it don't make no sense. You got Jade
like
up there. You got They ain't even got a storyline for Stephanie yet. Then she about to go
who?
fight Raquel, Stephanie Raquel.
Yeah, like they keeping her away from what you call it right now. From that's why they put Io and what you call it together.
Right, they got the Kabuki Warriors
Rhea,
going. Then they got
Io and Rhea.
EO and they got EO and
But
Rhea.
you ain't seen no in the last like week or two. I ain't seen nothing about no. I ain't seen Crystal.
I ain't seen her
What?
since what was that the Clash in Paris, whatever that damn thing was, the Crown
Yeah,
Jewel. What's going on, Rhea? She home chilling. Like what happened? But this is what I'm saying. Like I said, normally they go hard for the pay per views, especially these pay per views. The Royal Rumble, WrestleMania. What's the one? King of the not King of the Ring. Yeah, King of the Ring.
but I
They
think
go
Seth getting hurt too. I think that fucked up the whole. Because imagine if Seth was still here and then Logan Paul joined. That's probably they was probably gonna build the vision up, and then play Roman and CM Punk and somebody else. That's probably what they had planned.
Yeah, but that's why I was saying earlier. That's why I said these injuries that's happening is hurting them a little bit more. But y'all supposed to have the plan Bs anyway. You know what I mean? All right, cool. We got this dude out. Then y'all just turned the whole vision against him just that fast. And then there's no like even those two, like they ain't gonna have no storyline soon. Because y'all not gonna give him the belt. Y'all not giving Braun Breaker the belt. Y'all don't think he's ready yet. That's understandable. We think he's ready. They may not think he's ready. But we need that somebody to say, you know what, we need to hate this guy so somebody could win the belt and take it from him. Or they could have just at least made them the tag team champions, something.
And they trying to they using that IC belt to build up Penta and Rusev. They're trying to build them two characters up because I don't know, bro. But they wasting that because
That's what I'm saying.
they
How?
already had Penta going against the Vision. You know what I'm saying? So if like Braun Breaker get that belt, it'd be easy to slide Penta into the story.
And that's what I'm
Or at
saying.
least Bronson Reed. So like let Bronson Reed go after this.
One of them
And
got to get
then
the belt. Somebody got to have. In order for these groups that were they prominent, they had to have a belt. That's why Solo's sitting over there thirsty as hell trying to get a belt because he know he needs a belt. He can't survive without a belt. So now they got to figure out what belt to give him, and that's the problem. Y'all got to figure out what belt to give these guys, even if it's the Intercontinental belt, the U.S. belt. Y'all could have gave him the tag team belt. But they gave it to AJ Styles and is that Ray Phoenix?
Dragon Lee.
Dad AJ Lee. Yeah, that's what they call it. Yeah, Dragon Lee. How that? I mean, Y'all gonna let him rock for a little bit until he starts his farewell tour. I get that too. Y'all got too much going on. Y'all got too much going on. Y'all got like 9 different stories. Y'all got 9 stories, but 2 of them is the prominent one, AJ and John Cena, because they retiring. Cool. So what that means? Randy Orton might as well retire too. Give him a retirement tour. Let him win 16, 17. Let him try to catch Cena. Y'all like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Did you get? You're gonna start getting mad? Y'all talking about SmackDown got his lowest views. Look at what y'all giving them. Y'all giving them nothing. Y'all got the world champion. She just say 5. She say 3 words. I'm the bad bitch, and just walks off. She don't get. Nobody comes out there to challenge her. Nobody comes to do nothing. They all afraid of her. That's what y'all gonna do. We know Nia ain't afraid of nobody. Why y'all didn't challenge it? But
That
y'all
shit disrespectful. That shit was disrespectful to me.
right. That's
Triple
what I'm
H.
saying. Y'all gave it a belt. Now y'all don't want her to be on. Y'all don't want her to fight. Y'all don't want it. Like, where's the challenges at? Where they at?
Shit, I ain't letting her talk. I mean, you overshadowed her with damn Charlotte Flair.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. How the fuck does a tag team champion is bigger than the world champion? Where they do this
You done
at?
went from a steak dinner to vegetarian salad. Like, come on now, bro.
We're going from steak to tofu.
Man, don't disrespect tofu like that.
I'm just saying. That's what. Okay, soy. Okay, you like tofu? My bad. Soy.
I was just nah, but this is what I'm saying. Soy and tofu got more meat than Charlotte Flair got in it. So that's what I'm saying, bro. That's straight salad, bro.
Sound
Green
great.
beans. I mean,
Uh,
Alexa Bliss got more. Like that's bad.
now that's crazy. That's crazy. I seen Charlotte tonight. Them little drawers were sacked.
Yeah, like that's how you go sag in a size small, bro. How you gonna be baggy in a size small?
I'm like, oh my goodness, they is really wilding.
That's
But
like being a man under 5'8", bro. I know, like dudes under 5'8", that shit suck.
uh, 5'8", I guess. I mean, shit.
Cause
Everybody
that's when
can't.
women start getting tall, bro.
I
Like,
mean,
bro, I know some women taller than me. I'd be walking around like, man, fuck y'all. Tall ass want me.
Amazon women. Fuck
Real.
you, Raquel
That's
Rodriguez.
if they got heels on. I check and see if they got heels on. They taller than me. They cool. I don't mind that. But if they just naturally taller than me, I'd be like, man, fuck you, tall
Damn.
ass motherfucker.
There you back because girls is
It's,
taller
it's
than
a
me.
woman, man. It's
It hap.
different.
Listen, it happens, man. You can't get bad at that. That happens all the time.
But
People,
imagine being 5'5", bro. Like most of the women will be taller than
shh. Hey, you got to deal with that. But just saying, if you 5'5", you got to deal with. Listen, you got to look up to a woman. I guess. I mean,
you.
listen.
That's like the original 50 Cent. That's why he was so damn evil, bro.
Yeah,
He was short
yeah.
as
He
hell.
was. Yeah, he was 5. What was he? 5'2".
I don't know how short he was.
Five.
He was
I
a
think he was
midget, though.
5'2".
I don't
Yeah,
know
he
how
was
popular he
wilding. He's
was.
like, I'm just coming to punish anybody. That's what. That's what's. Yo, that dude right there. He like, I wish you nigga would. I ain't even talking to him like whatever. Off with your head. Then you get like that's. I mean, that's a real Napoleon complex, right? When you 5'2" and five
Hmm.
four, and you just want to, I'll fight you. Like for what? Anybody looking at you like that, man? You just want to earn your respect. You want to take a dude out just because they 5'6", 5'7",
Yeah,
and
you
you
mad as
five
hell because
two.
you woke up short, bro.
Hey, man. I think they might have been drinking the milk campaign. Milk help you grow. I told you they've been telling us lies since we was kids. Nobody won't believe me.
You should have been drinking the milk. That's what should have happened. 'Cause I drank milk. Them motherfuckers didn't drink no milk. They ain't had no breast milk. They had no type of milk.
Maybe they
They had
was
some
drinking
type of
milk.
milk.
They I don't know. They they bones ain't working now. They all crippled and decrepit because they drinking milk. Talk about builds up your vitamin D and calcium and all this. I don't know, man. I don't know, but they gotta do something. Like I said, they got I don't know, but It should be nobody should have a Napoleon complex. You should be appreciative that you're around and you're here, but it's gotta be more of a story writing for these guys over here. Because like I
I
said,
ain't even I ain't even about to make fun of that shit, bro, because I might get reincarnated into a short motherfucker. Mad as hell.
it's too late now. You on through midgets and everything. You talk about what you talking about? You on through a midget? What you talking
Nah,
about?
ain't nothing wrong with throwing midgets, bro. Y'all weird, bro.
what
Y'all
you?
weird as hell. Bro, they
No,
got whole
you
sports
weird.
events.
Listen,
Bro,
you're
it's a
weird.
whole sport event, bro.
I don't care about the sport event. You can't say I can't talk about short people and then talk about that's a whole sport event. They still little people. You're throwing little people.
No, but everything is context, bro. Everything is context. If I'm not talking, I'm not gonna talk about short people maliciously. But
Okay.
if I'm talking about tossing midgets, bro, I'm talking about doing it in a competitive, safe environment
They're
where
not
midgets are being
basketball.
thrown willingly.
Yeah, that's weird. They got issues.
That's not weird.
That's that's not a major sport. That's weird.
That's socially acceptable. Because I'm not on my laptop right now. I'm on my phone. I want to sit at this table because I'm grown. Why you woke? Hmm. You're supposed to go to sleep. I can sit anywhere I want. You know why? Because everybody in the house supposed to be asleep, like you. Go to bed. I whoop your butt. Huh? Boy, what's wrong with you? Yeah, keep playing.
He about to wrestle his son, y'all. This was getting very happy. About to have a match right now.
Man, he bad as hell. You already seen what he just did. Man, if my grandma was alive, he would have got 10 whoopings.
These generations is changing, man. It changes a whole lot, man. And here we are. We trying to keep the legacies of our grandmothers and great grandmothers. They're like, man, that was like so 1950 ish. Like, damn, that's how y'all feel about it. Okay, cool.
Bro, there's no people who had common sense. People ain't got common sense no more.
I keep telling people common sense is not common, and they show us every day that common sense ain't common. You
That's 'cause
got
it's so abstract. We abstract sense. That's what most people got.
you got people making money and want to be on the block. I'm like, what is yo? Leave that thug shit alone. You made it already, y'all. I hope y'all stop this shit. What is wrong with y'all? Y'all made it out of the hood.
Yeah, bro.
I don't know too many people that want to go back to the hood. It's people in these sporting events, NBA, NFL. They want to go back to the block. Why? Could y'all tell me why? Because I need to know.
You know why? It's psychological too, bro. Like, because, like, this is just an observational perspective, but when you really been in them streets and, like, had to do stuff to eat and make ends meet, and you get away from it, bro, you away from it, bro. But when you been around it and never had to do it, I say like as a necessity. But you had people around, people in it, you dibble dabble in it. But now you got money, you got status, so now you actually got, and you go back to the street. Guess what? You got more than most people. Now you got something. But by them not doing that early and understanding, that should make you even bigger target, bro. That should
Wow.
make you a target, bro. Surviving the street, bro. Like if you ever really had to do it, bro, the best way to be was not seen. Like most people seen American Gangster. Why did Frank Lucas get pissed off? He was doing this whole thing, he wore that damn coat, and that's when they noticed him. All the other shit he did prior to that, they ain't even notice him. He was incognito. As soon as he wore that coat, oh, he on. Now the boys see him. Now they notice him. Oh, let's
Mm.
watch you a little deep. Oh, you ain't what we thought you was. So
But
that's
that,
how you survive the street, bro. So it don't even make sense the way people do this shit. Like you make it out of the hood through rapping, music,
Right.
or
That's
sports, whatever you did to make it out the hood, bro. You made it out. Now you want to go back in. I'm straight. That's why I don't even, bro. Look, I love Detroit, bro. I barely go to the city, man. I ain't trying to go around you motherfuckers.
yo, I'm trying to tell, like, it's so crazy. Like, when when your guys leave the town, like, yo, get out of here. We don't want you in the town. Right? I know a rapper, right? It was a rapper that was on the block. The dude on the block got mad that he couldn't go with him. So he just tried to do whatever he can to try to chase him. He's like, I'm not coming back. Like, what the fuck makes you think I'm coming back over there? I'm not coming back over there. Like, that's what he's supposed to do. He ain't supposed to come back. What he coming back to the block for? And you mad? Like, y'all step your games up. But when you
Bro,
trying to
look,
go back to the hood, that makes no sense to me.
look, when I was in the hood, I never understood that. I'd be like, damn, these people don't. They be rapping like they did this in the street. They don't even go back to their hood. Like they don't even go back. I used to think like that. And then when I got out there, I was like, I see why they ass don't go back. Like, makes sense now. Perfect sense, bro. I understand it.
Just because they
They be
make
like, oh,
money, they
people don't go build up their old neighborhood. Hell no, because that shit ain't your old neighborhood. I don't know. Nobody in my old neighborhood. All the people know, bro. I don't know the motherfucker.
but how could you build up something that nobody's there for? That's the whole thing. You want us to go. They want people to go back into the hood to do what? The hood is gone. Not they either in jail, locked up, taken out. That's what it is. Now you got people that you probably got some foreign people in there. You probably got some Spanish people, some Asian people. You got all of these other things coming in your hood. Your hood ain't the same. I promise you that.
Mm.
You can't expect that. So when you get an opportunity to get out of there, you get out of there. Go to the suburbs. Go to go to wherever burb you in. Go to Long Island. Go to the suburbs of LA. You don't go to Watts. What I'm going back to Watts for? For what? That's just like the Marcellus Wiley and what's the dude? DL Hughes, they beefing. He left the hood, could go to school. You bad because you stayed in the hood. That's not how that's supposed to work. You don't keep going back to the hood when you successful. What's the point of that? You ain't you. What you trying to get dragged back in? We trying to stay away from it. You supposed to stay away from that. People expectations of situations is mind boggling, man. There's no logic behind their thinking sometimes, and that's why people keep going back. This is why I'm saying about John Morant. John, listen, man. First of all, you didn't grow up in the hood. Now you from the burbs. You want to be in the hood. Why? Could you? You got $100 million contract. What are you thinking about the hood for? Why are you riding around with guns? Why are you putting these people in these situations? What is the point of that? I'm not losing my $100 million. I don't care what happens. I'm just saying that's me, but I might be different.
He young and dumb, bro. They
That's what
don't
we
even know what he's doing. But you know what a lot of young men like that do? They be trying to prove their blackness, bro. They think that shit black culture, that street shit, and it's not black culture, bro. And if it is, that's the bottom of the barrel. Of black culture is street shit. That's the bottom of the barrel.
that's way underneath because that's not even a culture. The culture is us trying to get out of it. That's the real culture. The real culture
Wow.
is what we do on a basis, daily basis. We talk about improving this, that, and that's what we trying to do. But as long as you keep glamorizing, you know, I need to go on the block. I got an 8K. Nobody, what are we doing? Nobody's doing that. First of all, they got too many cameras. That game is over. They got too many cameras. How you gonna do that discreetly? You can walk past the ATM. Oh, he was over there. I seen him on the ATM. Like, wait, what? I seen him at the supermarket. He passed the ATM. He went and brought some whatever. Like, what are we doing? That's over with now. That, but this is why the creativity. We spoke about creativity before. If you can hustle out there, you can hustle a regular gig. Just hustle that way. It's the same thing. You trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. It's the same logic. Go on out there and listen to Alicia J. Go on out there, listen to those people that could make you invest that money, but not you. You want to sit there and be on the block 25 years after being 25. What the hell is wrong with y'all? Y'all crazy.
See, like this is what people don't even understand. Like when people talk about culture, if I ain't gonna say it frustrates me, I just don't like really having conversations because most people don't know what it is. So when you say black culture, they talk about hip hop. Okay, what about hip hop? How is hip hop gonna be black culture? That's not even an attribute. It's an art. Okay, that's associated to the culture, but that's not the culture. What is the culture of black people? I think of like the people coming from down south, moving up north, making something out of nothing, being resilient. That's part of our culture. Hard working, that's part of our culture. A defiant will, that's part of our culture. You know, having high standards or morals, being very moral. Or if you want to say religious, you can say religious. That's part of black culture, church. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like, uh,
Whether we
but
agree with
that's
it or
what I
not,
think of
yeah.
when you say culture, bro. Now when you say culture, they talk about hip hop. Like, what about hip hop? Is a culture. It's the violence. That's not culture.
Girls
That's
pop
not part of
locking
our
it.
culture. But that they make that shit in the culture, bro. They force fed this. I didn't even want to say they force fed it, but they fed it to you. Put a little honey on it.
Made
Motherfuckers
it sweet.
swallowing it, thinking it's sweet,
Made
not
it sweet.
understanding why they got the runs afterwards. Like now you got diarrhea because you eating that bullshit that tastes sweet.
Got your gut all twisted out. Well,
Unity coming together, that was part of our culture.
I think that hurt the culture. Listen, we'll have that conversation another day, right? I think the community, us coming together, or well, us separating, has destroyed the culture. Period. No matter how you view it, right? Like all these, like right now, they got so many people trying to they canceling flights all over the place. They got record mortgage rates and all these other things. You think the culture will come together? All right, we got a cousin that got a house. Let's go help that cousin over there. Oh, I got a brother or sister over there that got a mortgage over there. Let's move in with her or him so they can keep these and we can save ours and we can do it that way. We don't have none of that no more. It's all about that individual. It's all about that quote unquote independence. That's why I hate that word. If I could, I would blow that word up somewhere. But that has really destroyed us. That independence, that self mindedness, that we can do it on our own. Y'all not supposed to be doing anything on your own. I get it. If you have to, you got to. If you have to, you have to. If you need to, you need to. But you should want or desire somebody that's going to simplify things for you. The black culture now is complicating themselves. That's what the black culture is. We complicate ourselves. We complicate things. We don't come together to build something. We'll destroy it and then ask somebody else to come and destroy it with us. Like that's the only time we come together to destroy. We're not supposed to be here to destroy. We're supposed to be building. You're supposed to construct, not destruct. But like I said, and then now this culture is leading into the sports arena. You got Antonio Brown supposed to be going down for murder, supposedly. You got John Morant going through what he going through. You got other people going through whatever, these crazy scenarios that you would have never heard of 35, 40 years ago. Why? Because they was about getting their bread. Even back then, when they wasn't making enough, they was still getting second jobs. Why? Because they was trying to do what they need to do to get their families out of situations. Like I need them to come out of that impoverished situation. People want to thrive. People want the impoverished look like it's important and it's not. It's why are we the only people that make being poor glamorous? Why? That don't make no damn sense. That's why you got these kids running around doing AAU since 6 and 7, football since they 5. Well, they trying to get them out of there. They listen. We need you to get up out of here. If back
Mm,
even back in the days when you had the street dudes watching those good high school basketball players. Nah, son, you got to go on over it. Nah, You can't be over here. You get up out of here. This ain't for you. Now,
Man,
come on through, cuz. Like, wait, what? What are we doing?
you just reminded me. I forgot to sign my son up for wrestling, but I got to the end of November. About to sign his little ass up for wrestling.
Greco-Roman or
No, it's just I forgot what they call it, but it's an American style wrestling.
okay. Yeah, because
Christian
he
Jr.
gonna be one
Like
of the people that gonna be
I ain't
full
gonna put him in.
blood.
Eventually, like when he get into high school, I want to put him in like Greco-Roman wrestling. I prefer Greco-Roman over the other form.
Yeah, that's more. How would you say? That's more of a building of ideas, right? Construction of the mind, build the mind. You know what I mean? You gotta have these extra moves in order to pin them and do all this other stuff. You know, I think that I just think Greco-Roman, like before anything, it builds the mind and it builds your body at the same time.
Yeah, that's like the art style. Like all fighting has a philosophy behind it, and if it don't, then it's bullshit.
I don't know. You got some savage boxers. They just don't. They just you got Deontay Wilder's out there. You just got people.
Nah, even is a philosophy to that. I mean, Deontay. I mean, people laugh, oh, he's a one trick pony, he only got this, but man, watch that man wrestle. I mean, watch that man fight. Like his earlier fight. As Tyson Fury got to him, he was knocking him stupid. But I mean, he used what he had, his length and his strength. He had his own science to it, and it was effective to the point where he was knocking everybody the fuck out. Grown ass man. He'd been boxing for years. Couldn't
Yeah.
get past that length and that strength. So I don't want to hear, oh, he couldn't do it. Man, he's knocking grown ass man over been fighting for years. I don't want you get in the ring with his ass and see what happens.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But even with that, like just that situation, we get so comfortable in that one little situation, we don't try to improve ourselves. All right, what if we got to go through that? What if somebody figures us out? How do we prepare ourselves? They don't even care. It's like, listen, I'm gonna use it till it stop working. Now it stop working. We don't even see you no more. See what I'm saying? This is
But
why I'm saying
this
you
is
got to
that's
improve.
Deontay problem was he had a bunch of basic ass people around him. Bunch of basic ass people around him. Like, and this is a basic form of thought. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
So
It's
what
like a
happened when it's
basic
broke?
form of thought. Yeah, because a thinking man is gonna say, okay, yeah, use it until they make you use something else. But I'm not gonna tell you if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm gonna tell you like, yeah, use it until they make you use something else. But you need something else. You still need that else. You know what I'm saying? Just
we
in
need
case you run into that motherfucker to make you use something else, or when that shit stop working, because eventually everything has a cycle, bro. Everything only works. I mean, he was the hottest thing until he wasn't.
right.
And then after he wasn't hot no more, they like, oh, he a bum. He this, he that. Then you start really
Fury
thinking.
gonna destroy him.
Hmm.
Fury had his way in. Everybody, this is why I try to tell people, it's great to have a plan A, but what happened to plan B? You know what I mean? What happened to plan B and not the pill? You know what I'm saying? You gotta have other ways of becoming something. You gotta have other type of financial situation. You gotta have another way of being okay, right? Like if you just shoot three, you got to okay. Now they on you. So what you gonna do? If you only know how to run a slant, you got to find out how to run a hook route, right? You got to learn all of these things. You can't just keep banking on these one little situations. I only know how to do a vertical. Okay, if you do a vertical and then turn it into a hook, they're gonna be scared of you. You could get the ball early and then you can make a miss and then you can make your own vertical. Call you rack, run after catch, yards after catch. But they don't. It seems like a lot. It seems like a lot of people don't have the creative mind to say, "How can I become better?" I think that's the problem with sports and in life in totality. I really do. Right? Jaden Daniels, now that his elbow is the way that it is, now they're gonna try to make him look like Robert Griffin III. Oh, he should stay in the pocket. He should do this. That's got to be crossing his mind because every time he gets out of the pocket, somebody's popping him, right? So now he probably got that all on his mental. Like, yo, I need to stay in the pocket. I need to stay healthy. I need to see if I can do this way. We saw how it affected Robert Griffin III. He became a backup and he wasn't even
Yeah.
good. You know
Learn
what I'm
how to
saying?
take a hit. That's what people need to learn. Just learn how to take a hit. That's like when I teach people to fight. Bro, first thing I teach them, like, look, and people be looking all weird. I'd be like, trust me, because when you get hit, you'll be like, I'm happy he taught me that. But that's what people need to do is learn how to take a hit. Bro, these boys don't know how to take a hit. Put the little red shirts on. Don't touch them. Don't touch them. Put them in bubble wrap and shit. And then when it's time to touch them, they ass get touched. They be like, oh my, they don't know how to respond, bro. They don't even know how to fall.
Yeah. Now we understand about taking a hit, right? We ain't talking about the fluke injuries, the ACLs, and we ain't talking about that. The fact that you gotta get hit a lot of the time, it has to be a part of the football game, right? That should be only affecting the dude that's in their late 30s. That should be affecting the Joe Flacco's, the Aaron Rodgers. You 21, 22, you supposed to be unbreakable, right?
Shit, Joe Flacco got hit so many times, he's not taking hit.
Yeah,
That's
Joe
why he
Flacco,
just
like,
when he get
yeah,
hit, he just go limp, like
he
he
get, he getting
go
up like,
straight limp.
right. He just threw for 470 yards with a bad shoulder. He played with a bad shoulder. I don't care they lost against the Bears. He threw for 470 yards with a bad shoulder. Let a person have a bad shoulder, a younger person have a bad shoulder now. I'm out for 6 weeks. I ain't doing it. I'm straight. And this is what I'm saying. The state of mind for the athletes is totally different than just 20 years ago, 15 years ago. It's just different. They more worried about their brand than the chip. They more worried about the bag than the championship. Instead of you understanding that the championship is going to add to the bag, y'all just want the bag first and don't have to do all the work. Y'all backwards. I think Saquon Barkley is really regretting what he did not do last year. I promise you that. I don't care what nobody say. He's regretting not putting his name in that record book. I know it.
Man, I walk in the house, I ain't even know my wife brings this big ass bag of rice. You know, they Middle Eastern. They don't get they get big ass bags of rice, bro. I mean, it's like 30 pounds, bro.
Y'all gonna be
20
ricing it
pounds.
up. All
It was
right.
close. 20 pound bag of rice. Big ass bag sitting there. Yeah, another big ass bag under there already.
Well, Thanksgiving coming. Y'all about to have a whole bunch of rice. She knows she don't.
And that's all we eat is rice. Oh, my carbs be up, bro. Carbs be up.
You getting stronger? You about to
I
burn
got
that
three
off?
different types of rice in my refrigerator right now.
Wow. What do you got? Jasmine balls and long
We
grain.
got dirty rice. We got some white rice in here. She made me some orange chicken, so I got the white rice for that. I'll call it dirty rice. They call it red rice. It ain't dirty rice, but it's red rice. And then I got some yellow rice in here. But that's the meal.
You just ricing it out. You trying to get well. You trying to get well. And it's trying to get cold. That's not a good combination for you.
Shit, I've been working out, man. I'm about to pass out, but I've been working out those still.
How's the change of weather treating you?
You said what?
The change of weather.
Yeah, all that shit go to my head. I'll be getting dizzy and shit. I hate this time of year. I always get fucked up. I be fucked up going to work.
Yeah, I remember you said that. That's
Take me a
why
couple weeks to get adjusted. Once I get adjusted, I'll be cool.
I
And then the
remember.
shit get hot again. I'll be like, God damn it.
Hmm, that's why That's why I tell people like I get it. You know what I mean? Like I said, they don't give us the blueprint what happens when you get 35, 40. They don't tell us none of that. They just you got to figure it out. But if you
Shit,
can
everybody
learn,
told me before I got to this age. I used to laugh at that. My one homeboy was like, I was laughing like, man, you got fat, you pudgy. He was like, man, wait till your metabolism slow down. Wait till you hit like 35, 36 to see what happens. He said, when you 40, I want you to take a picture of your stomach and send it to me. I'm like, man, you dirty as hell, man. You sound weird. He was like, oh, you saying that shit now. And that's all that's ringing through my head. Like, I'm looking down like, well, I don't care. I can still see my dick. Right? Let me live, I'm okay. Hey, I ain't even say that. Y'all was thinking that. But yeah, man, 'cause that'd be a problem though if I looked down and couldn't see nothing, then we'd have a problem. But I ain't about to let my belly get that big, bro. 'Cause you can't look down, can't see your toes and shit. I know motherfuckers like that. They can't see their feet when they look down. Like hell no, bro.
mm,
You
that's
either
why.
got some short ass feet or you got a big ass belly. One of the two.
Mm, either way, it ain't good. You gotta figure it out. You gotta, you gotta
Man, I
find a
seen
way
this
to
dude.
see it.
Man, I seen this dude the other day. He was 6'4". He had little hands and little feet. And I'm looking like, bro, you probably got one of them surgeries done. 'Cause you don't even look like you built for 6'4". How you gonna be 6'4" with a size 9 foot? Hell no, bro. You didn't get some inches. You didn't get your knees blocked up, and then your hands
Either
little.
that or you got some growth hormones in this shit.
Man, that shit don't work like that. I'm telling you.
I'm
Hey,
just,
most people around here, they fake as hell, man. Women and the men, bro. Women getting plastic and shit put in them. Men getting knee adjustments and shit. Like, that shit
I
weird.
seen that on a skit. Man was like, yo, I need 15,000. I'm trying to grow my legs. I said, wait, what? He said, yeah, it cost me 15,000 get my legs enhanced to grow. I said, what?
Yeah, bro, they really got that shit, bro. Them motherfuckers out here really doing that shit.
These dudes is
Getting knee
absolutely
implants.
bonkers.
Little ass hands, little ass feet. You told us hell. Nah.
Like y'all
This
straight,
dude was probably about 5'6" and
5'6".
went up to 6'3", 6'4".
Talking about you need leg enhancement. I've never even heard of that before. I'm like, wait, what? Where we do
Yeah,
that
bro.
at?
They've been doing that shit for a minute, bro. That one dude made it famous, but they've been doing that shit for a minute. It's like 2012, 2013.
I don't
Bro, if you
know.
short, you just short. Men didn't used to give a fuck about that shit. Look at Napoleon, man. Napoleon, well, he just tore shit up. I'm sure Napoleon wasn't even that short. He was like 5'8",
Yeah, that's what I'm
5'7".
saying. Y'all, when I read that, I'm like, so y'all been lying all this time. Y'all made Napoleon feel like he was 5'2" or something.
No, Napoleon wasn't even that short. But yeah, look at him. He just tore shit up, bro. Now motherfuckers want to get serious, see, influenced by these females and shit. Motherfuckers want to get hair. Look, when your hair fall out, your hair fall out. Fuck it. I got bald spot. I'm just cut my shit bald. Now they gonna get weave transplant and shit. Like, god damn, bro. Y'all getting metal parts put in y'all head so they can put a wig on that bitch. Like, why your lineup always crispy?
Y'all gonna be like Jalen Brown, just running around here putting the little spray on
Man,
people's uniforms. Like, yo, you wildin'.
bro, I was calling. My dad did that shit one time. I'm looking like, hold on, bro. Why your hair dark as hell? I never do that shit. You ain't never doing that shit to me, bro. I ain't putting no spray on here. You ain't putting no beige hanging on me or none of that shit, bro. That shit weird. That's female shit.
I'm just saying, I don't know how that even works. You can't if you don't got it, you ain't got it. I'm just saying. You want to hold on to it. Okay, cool. But don't fake it. Don't put the spray in there and the mist and my hair gray. I ain't dyeing it black for what? It is what it is.
I tell my wife, like, man, I ain't done shit, bro. I'm good. She like, you just like a guy. Like, you goddamn right, bro. I let this shit go crazy and nappy as hell. I won't give a fuck, bro. You got me fucked up before I try to get all pretty. I'm trying to get pretty and shit. Man, that's what man. Lost
Yep.
souls. Lost souls. Last of the intellects. That's how I feel. But let me get my butt off here, bro. I feel like
All
shit.
righty, I appreciate you, man. Shout out to the co-host, my 33 brother, the Woo, Coach D. He'll be back soon, y'all. Don't worry about it. He'll be back. He'll be back sooner before you know it, right? As for us guys, we will be back Sunday night to go over week 10. All of the games that we spoke about earlier. We will go over some basketball highlights. We may preview Monday Night Raw. But but even tonight, right? We appreciate everybody stopping through all of the sports, the scores and highlights. Well, the scores we didn't really highlight that. We highlighted the scores, but all of those was brought to you by the 9%. Where better you is a better us. And with that being said, appreciate everybody stopping through. Shout out to Lisa. Shout out to Ileana. Shout out to Word. Shout out to everybody that came through. Shout out to those that'll catch the replay. But with that being said, from the Channel 9 studio, this is Sports Chat with Mr. 33. And we will see y'all on Sunday, which is tomorrow. We'll see y'all then. We out.